afternoon, everyone. I'm Sherry here from the Madoc and District Chamber, and welcome to this week's Community Voice. Now, today's guest speaker is Elly Finlayson. Hopefully I said that right. And Elly is the owner of Rail Creek Farms here in Madoc, up on Cooper Road. And Elly, welcome to this week's show.
Thank you.
And can you tell us what goes on here at Rail Creek Farms?
Farming. Vegetable farming. I do vegetables, organic vegetables all summer long. I have all kinds of varieties. I do also garlic, which is my main crop. Is a quarter of an acre of garlic, and I sell that across Canada.
And what kind of garlic is it? Do you have one variety, or do you have 3 or 4 different varieties of garlic?
You want to get nerdy about this? I got about 4 varieties of garlic and about different strains within each variety. So altogether, I think I'm growing about 28 kinds of garlic this year.
Wow.
Somewhere around there.
Wow, absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
So now, what else do you do here besides garlic? I know you've been diversifying your farm for the last little bit. And by the way, folks, Elly has been a member of the Madoc Chamber for years and years. And so she's a great resource. If you're thinking about becoming a member, speak to her about all the different opportunities that you'll get from the Chamber. Now, going back, Elly, how did you diversify?
Well, I've been farming for 25 years, and I just backed off a little bit in the last few years just to do other things. But with COVID hitting, I lost part of my work, and I had to get into gardening again.
Right.
And so I quickly revamped the vegetable part, and I just did it all online, and I got a lot of great customers in the Madoc and Cooper area last year.
Good.
And so this year I'm doubling the land.
Right.
And I'm now selling to Tweed as well. So I have a little delivery route.
Okay, great. So when you diversified and going back into the gardening, I understand you went into microgreens.
Yep, and back in November I decided I got to do something all winter too. And I have all the infrastructures. And I thought, well, I need some new lights and new shelves anyway. Here's an opportunity to invest. And I do about 10 to 12 trays a week of microgreens.
Cool.
And again, that's on the online store, and I deliver to Madoc and Tweed and some other little spots.
Okay.
And I have, basically I'm down to 4 or 5 different types of microgreens weekly.
Okay. So, and how long does the microgreens last? Like, when is the turnover?
Well, I plant every week, and it's a 10-day growth period. I harvest Fridays, and you can keep them in your fridge up to 3 weeks. I don't recommend that, but they do last a long time.
Cool. Great. So then, with these microgreens, what kind of microgreens are you actually growing?
I got sunflowers, Triton radish, peas, and a brassica mix, kale.
Wow.
Some mustard, some wasabi on occasion, and sometimes I play around with chia seeds and buckwheat.
Cool. So you got lots of healthy variety here that you can offer to our local community. That's wonderful. When does the garlic go in?
October.
So it's going to be ready to harvest. What, July?
End of July.
End of July.
End of July.
Wow.
I get my crew in, and this is where we clean it. We set all their tables up on the stoop.
Right.
Garage doors open up, and we chuck it right inside the barn now.
Right. So now the vegetable gardens, we're all getting ready because everybody's getting antsy with spring here to get the vegetables going into our gardens. But you do a market garden.
Yeah.
So, do you go out, do you just advertise again on your website that these vegetables are ready, or how are you doing it this year?
Well, I try to get people to sign up, and they get an email list, or they get an email every Friday, well, Thursdays in the summertime. And instead of going to a farmer's market, which is really difficult because of COVID,
right.
You're going to a farmer's market online, Thursdays and Fridays. You pick out what you want to buy, you pay it online, and then you either pick it up here, or you tell me at one of the hot spots, and we meet at the hot spots.
Right.
So I have one in Madoc, one down on 62, one in Tweed, and then on Conventional Moose is another spot.
Oh, cool.
And I'm trying to move up north, so I'm going to start advertising, further at 62.
So you're looking at Bancroft?
No, Westland Coon, I think as far as I want to go. Westland Coon Lake Road.
Right.
I got people up there already, so if I can, get more people, I would make that another spot to drop off.
Well, that's cool.
And it's not a box program. It's just simply you pay online, you order what you want, and then pick it up.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, that sounds great. I can't wait for the fresh vegetables to come out. I don't know about you folks, but it's starting to sound pretty yummy. So, Elly, what else are you going to do with the summer and between the vegetables and everything else?
Oh, well, taking my mom places, trying to get her out of the house, go for drives.
Good.
There's not much to do with COVID, right?
No, there's not, but we still can get out, like you said, go for a drive and then get some fresh air. And there's lots to see in our province alone.
Little parks.
And our little communities, and there's no reason why we can't get out and have a nice little...
So I'm taking more time out for myself to do that with my mom.
Great. That's wonderful.
And I look forward to just being out in the fresh air.
Yeah.
Growing. I love growing for people.
Yeah. Wonderful. That's great to hear. We like to hear that. So we like to say thank you for joining us today on Community Voice. And Elly, what's your website? How can people find out and reach you?
Well, my main website is railwaycreekfarm.ca, and the veggie store is rcfveggiemarket.ca. Either way, the main website has a link to the store.
Excellent, excellent. Well, thank you very much for joining us today on Community Voice. And folks, reach out to Elly. Get those vegetable orders in. Please join us next week as our guest speaker will be Jennifer Reed with Remax Realty. And have a great week, everyone. Thank you for joining us today on Community Voice.